KDOT, you're not safe. It's Shawn back in here with another one. And next on Overrated, we got my guy Kendrick Lamar. Is KDOT overrated? People have been saying top 5, top 5, top 5 about Kendrick Lamar since what? Since he was born? I mean, whoever got to deliver Kendrick Lamar, I know that guy remembers, you know, like, that's a unique name for one, and then somebody's gonna be like, you know what? When he was a baby, pulled him out of his mom's vagina. All right, maybe that's the thing, maybe it's not, but is Kendrick Lamar overrated? Is it blasphemy for me to say that? Is he gonna come out of the heavens and just strike me down for saying that?
Shut the fuck up, you sound like the last nigga I know.
Okay, maybe he will strike me down. Anyway, I'm here to discuss if Kendrick Lamar is overrated or not. And to give you my brief opinion, I think that Kendrick Lamar is a very talented artist. He has a lot of bars, a lot of Negro spirituals. Like, I'm still bumping King Kunta. I love that song. All right. Pretty much the whole To Pimp a Butterfly album I fucked with. I just recently started getting into Wesley's Theory again. It's so jazzy and funkadelic to me. Like, I can't not like it. To Pimp a Butterfly is that one girl in the classroom that everybody wanted to fuck, but you tried to convince yourself that you didn't want to because everybody else did, but deep down inside, you wanted to bury yourself in that. That's what To Pimp a Butterfly is to me. Now, it's arguably his best project in my opinion, but I'm not here just to argue about whether or not artists have a stronger project or not. My whole opinion is based off of consistency. And since Kendrick Lamar has come out, he has been nothing but consistent, getting better beats, developing his own style. I mean, hell, this dude made a name for himself, like, everywhere. A rapper from Compton. I'd say Kendrick Lamar is probably one of the most unique rappers to come out of Compton since NWA. And it's weird because in his music, he doesn't ever really represent that West Coast vibe of music. Like, he's always stayed with a kind of different way of making music. I don't really see Kendrick Lamar on West Coast music, even though I would love for that to be a thing. I would love to hear him on some West Coast beats. He just doesn't do that. I would say his earlier projects were a little bit more commercial. They appealed to a bigger audience, meaning that they had better beats. They probably had, you know, things within them that made people feel more comfortable with listening to an artist like Kendrick Lamar. Of course, bar for bar, he's there, but a lot of people have an issue with his production. I don't really see a big problem with that because with production, he's done nothing but evolve with, you know, this new sound that he's developed with jazz and funkadelic type music. Bar for bar, this guy is just nothing to play with. Like, there's no rapper or artist I feel can be on par with Kendrick Lamar. I mean, some people will argue Earl Sweatshirt. Other people will argue, you know, Joey Badass. I think they're good contenders, and they might be able to give him competition, but it just seems as though Kendrick has been so consistent with it. I don't see any other artist has been as consistent with bars, music, and delivering. Like, his batting average is ridiculous. This dude legitimately has never made a bad project. Now, there are projects that he could probably have made that people will say, you know, I'm not really a fan of this one, or I'm not really a fan of this one, but nobody's ever said he's made a bad hell, I don't even think he's made a bad song. Let me try to look this up real quick. Nope, I didn't find shit. And when you listen to an artist as unique as Kendrick Lamar, it's kind of hard to not overrate him because we don't get Kendrick Lamars these days. We get Lil Yachty's and we get, you know, Drake's, and we get, I'm not saying Drake and Lil Yachty aren't appealing to certain people. I'm just saying that consistently delivering always good music, we never really get that consistency from any other artist. If on this project, Kendrick Lamar makes a good album again, like a really dope album, something comparable to, let's say, Good Kid, Mad City or To Pimp a Butterfly, if he makes it again, he probably will go down as one of the greats in hip-hop. He probably will. I'm not saying he couldn't be there yet, but his track record has pretty much, you know, not allowed him to be there yet because he's still young and released, I feel, enough music for people to say he's #1 artist ever. But if he just does this, it just shows the amount of consistency, and I feel like with every album he's released, it's gotten better. Now, I'm not trying to be a stan. I'm not, you know, ignorant to the fact that a lot of people don't like Kendrick Lamar because he always has something to say in his music. People don't like the, you know, the preacher type rapper, the conscious rapper. I get that because not everybody wants to listen to it all the time. I agree with that. Kendrick Lamar's music is not appropriate for every situation. Nobody wants to always hear it all the time. Nobody. I don't care who you are or how smart you think you are. I'm not just trying to hear Kendrick all the time, but some people have issues with his flow. His flow is kind of not mainstream. It's not really upbeat and jazzy, but it can get aggressive. He's got versatility. That's the thing about Kendrick Lamar. He's got versatility. So even though you might not like, you know, oh man, I really don't like the fact that he's, you know, rapping like this, or I really don't like the fact that he's doing this, you can still enjoy the fact that, you know, okay, I know there's a possibility for a switch up. Like on The Heart Part 4. Not only did he switch up his flows in between the songs, but the progression and the evolution of the beat was insane. And that's the thing about Kendrick Lamar that people don't really pay attention to. They think it's just about the rapping, and it's not just about that. It's about the attention to detail. And even though, like I said, some people don't like the fact that he's always making conscious music for the most part, and he's kind of in this jazzy type mode where he's making a lot of funkadelic music as well, or people that may compare it to that. The attention to detail within the beats, within the music, within his lyrics, make you say, damn, man, when do we get another one like this? Like I said, Kendrick Lamar, I understand, you know, he's not as relatable as probably some other artists. Some of his lyrics may even go over your head. A lot of metaphors. A lot of people like their music a little bit more direct, which is why some people may prefer J. Cole. I get it. Music is pretty much what you appeal to. It's what you like. So it's not me saying, you know, just because I say an artist may be well rated, overrated, or underrated, that's the way it is. You can feel different. That's fine. But I'm going based off the general consensus. I'm looking at their skill set. I'm looking at their history. I'm looking at their consistency. And right now, bar for bar, batting average, I don't really see anybody that's been fucking with Kendrick Lamar. I would say Joey Badass. Lyrically, Joey Badass is one of the best rappers out here. And I will do an overrated series on Joey Badass as well. But just what I get from Kendrick Lamar, I couldn't bring myself to say he's overrated. I couldn't bring myself to say, oh man, Kendrick Lamar, KDOT, he's one of those rappers that he makes too much conscious rap. His beats are boring. His flows, you know, could be a little bit more eccentric, a little bit more energetic. And I'm like, you could say that, but I can't bring myself to say that because the attention to detail in Kendrick's music is just so incredible. It's too incredible for me to say that he makes bad music. In the earlier stages, I wasn't as much of a fan of Kendrick Lamar because he was making music that I didn't feel like really set him apart from everybody else. Like Good Kid, Mad City, for instance, right? Really enjoyable project, really liked that one. But the thing about it was, I felt like some of the music on there was too commercialized for an artist like Kendrick. All these good songs on there, his freestyle. He had one song, I forgot if it was on Good Kid, Mad City, the one with Dr. Dre. Super chill, super laid back. I played the shit out of that song. But then there were some other tracks like Poetic Justice, the one where the hook is a Room Full of Liquor, where I felt like Kendrick was really doing something good, and he was progressing as an artist, but I didn't feel like he was that much different from the other artists I would listen to that would appear on the radio. The only song off To Pimp a Butterfly that I heard on the radio was Alright. That's the only song from Kendrick that I heard in like 2 years. In 2 years, that's the only song that they put on there. And that's where I gained more and more respect for Kendrick, because he was making music for his fans, not for notoriety or for lists or for recognition. He was making them for people, real people to listen to and relate to. And if they didn't relate to it, they could at least study it. I fuck with Kendrick Lamar. And yes, to an extent, I can see how some people can say his music is a little bland in some areas. To an extent. But him being overrated, nah, I wouldn't say that. He's well rated, and I would say that because of his batting average. All of his projects are just awesome. Awesome projects. Not a single bad project from this guy. That is the Overrated series. We are done. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you do have a suggestion for the next one, go ahead and leave it down in the comments below. But I'll let you know who I'm doing next right now. It is Drake. Is Drake overrated? I will be doing him next. Pause. If you guys think Kendrick Lamar is overrated, go ahead and leave me. If you guys think Kendrick Lamar is or isn't overrated, go ahead and leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. As usual, let me know what your favorite project from him is, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.